Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Denver Bronco Roundup. Of course, I am your host, Keith Brugman. We are brought to you by Rocky Mountain Sports Network and, of course, sponsored by that amazing Morgan Trinkets. I don't expect to be alone. Well, I don't expect to be alone because the posse will probably show up and keep the comments and the questions rolling in after we take down the New York Jets in a 10-9 nail-biter in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But expecting to see maybe somebody from that area. Good old Kenny Kirkpatrick might be joining us, as well as Trevor Salzman as well. But my name is Keith Brugman. I'm going to be with you for the long haul, all 30 minutes. We go live right after the game. Got to get to the posse, the comments. Say hello, everybody. And it's Graham first saying, hey, guys, what a stressful offense this is, but good to get a win. Graham saying, Keith going solo today? Well, maybe not. I'm sure I'll have Trevor in here. He's usually a little bit later. And Kenny asked to come on as well. He said he was watching every single moment of the game, just like all of you. Ernie Mays coming in saying, we won. Yes, Ernie, I was the doubter. I was the one who predicted a Broncos loss versus the New York Jets. I was surprised. I think the elements did play a factor here, and that helped us get that win overall. But boy, we got it, and you take them any way you possibly can. Scott, you're absolutely right. Defense was absolutely amazing. I was just looking at some stats off to the side. Aaron Rodgers, 24 of 42, 225 yards, 34 yards rushing for Allen. Aaron Rodgers for 26. Breece Hall, 10 carries, 4 yards. I mean, this defense, more than anything, they held their ground. They held their ground really, really well. Giving up only 6 points for the majority of the game. Fantastic. Yeah. Prayers to the Broncos gods. And hey, 50-yard field goals just weren't going to be a thing. I guess that's the way it needed to go down. So Michael Ronquillo saying, good afternoon, Keith, and go Bo Broncos only. Thank you, Michael Ronquillo. Always good to have you. Always good to see you and your support in here. Appreciate you so dang much, Michael. Great supporter from the get. Ernie May saying, go Broncos country only. Go Bo Nix for 6. Graham saying this game was sloppy all the way around, but yay, defense. And Michael Ronquillo coming in saying, ugly game from the Broncos offense, but a win is a win for the Broncos. And I'm telling you, a win is a win when you get Kenny Kirkpatrick that can join the show all the way out from the East Coast, probably braving the rain as we speak. Michael dropped some stars saying good afternoon, but he also said, what an ugly game from the Broncos offense, but a win is for a win. Talk about that, man. You take wins when you can. We got one the ugly way, Kenny. Talk about what you saw out there today.
Okay, thank you for having me on. I wanted to join you guys today because those who don't know, I grew up in New Jersey, 10 minutes away from where MetLife Stadium is.
Yes, sir.
Stadium in these conditions, that field is like an ice skating ring. I knew this was going to be, I was texting you guys during the game, chess game. Keep this close. Find a way to win this late. Get a turnover or two. Keep this close. You don't need to start airing the ball out. Let Nathaniel Hackett get frustrated. Let Aaron Rodgers get frustrated. Keep the pressure on him. Vance Joseph A-plus performance from the defense. Hats off to everybody, Bronco fans. Hats off to you, Trevor, the Horseman. Congratulations. I was talking to Kurt. He's excited, but, I said, worry about Sean Payton, the offensive woes later on tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. Enjoy this win now. Get on the bus, go to Newark Liberty Airport, and head home. 2-game win streak on the road, guys. Who would ever have thought it? So congratulations, everybody. And, hey, hard-fought victory, and you beat a Super Bowl contender today on the road.
Absolutely. Kenny's coming in. Kenny's coming in with love for our Broncos. We appreciate it. But Michael's coming in with love for Kenny, saying hello, Kenny, orange and blue hearts. And as well as Graham. Graham's coming in, giving you lots of love as well. My good friend Jeremy. Oh, go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying I'm happy for everybody. Posse, I'm happy. You guys deserved a win like this for a long time, and you got it.
Yeah, man. Long time coming, man. Feel good. Feels really good to be at 500. And Jeremy's coming in saying, "Sup, fellas? Go Broncos." That defense. Aaron, who? That's I'll tell you what, man, made him look pedestrian most of the game. When I first started off, I did say, hey, the weather took a big part in this game on both sides of the ball. But that being said, Aaron Rodgers is one of the best. We saw glimpses of it. We saw pieces and parts of it. But the defense that we kept on the field and the pressure that we kept on the field, I love how they were saying down the stretch, no prevent defense here, preventing you from getting a win. We kept right at it and kept on Aaron Rodgers and forced that long 50-yard field goal. That was absolutely necessary, as 50-yard field goals just weren't the thing. Dan's coming in, great supporter over on Facebook as well, and he's saying VJ for MVP. I'm telling you. Go ahead, buddy.
Amazing game he called. Amazing. Once Aaron Rodgers started limping, you put more pressure on him, give him shorter time to throw the ball. And this guy was he might have called his best game ever today.
It may have. I mean, this was a phenomenal performance by the defense. It was phenomenally called by the defensive coordinator, Vance Joseph, a guy that a lot of people had tags on, like I don't know, luggage tags to go through the airport, shipping him someplace else, UPS tags, getting him out of Denver. But I'll tell you what, we're all holding on tight now as long as we possibly can. Mr. Trevor Salzman joins the show. I know that he was talking about, hey, if VJ keeps this up, might just find a job someplace else. Welcome, Rocket Man. It's good to see you, man. What about that performance out there on the field by the Denver Broncos today with a nail biter of a 10-9 win in East Rutherford?
Real quick, Keith, Trevor.
Yes, sir.
You got the win. Just show me a little smile before you continue.
A win's a win. I'm going to say this in the NFL. It's tough to get wins in this league, and so a win's a win. It feels like a victory for sure, but there's definitely concern. It's one of those concerning victories, of course. And Ernie said, I told you. Well, Ernie, actually, I was one of the ones that had the Broncos winning against the Jets. So, yeah, well, other than Keith.
I had Broncos winning too, Broncos Nation. Let's go.
Broncos country. Broncos country.
Broncos country.
There you go. No, but honestly, guys, I think the biggest part in here was, honestly, I don't think it was just stopping Aaron Rodgers. How about the Jets running game for the lack thereof? I mean, 64 total rushing yards from this Jets running back room. And again, we talked about it on Friday, Keith. Yep. Very talented running back room. Breece Hall, then they got, Braylon Allen as well. I think that's a heck of a young running back core right there. And Denver they just completely stalked them, took them out of the game. And man, it made Aaron Rodgers beat them, and he didn't. And it's one of those things where, like, the chemistry, he didn't have it with Garrett Wilson. He didn't have, I think other than Lazard and maybe Conklin, those are the only two guys I think he has chemistry with. Garrett Wilson, their best wide receiver, those two didn't have chemistry all day, it seemed like. So great job by the run D in this one. I think that's the biggest story, in my opinion, is how well Denver stopped the run. And it just led to this victory. And Aaron Rodgers, I don't know where he is anymore. We don't know that, but Vance Joseph, just bravo to him. Game ball for sure. Heck of a defensive mind. He does keep this up, Keith. He will be in consideration absolutely for a head coaching job, and he deserves it for this performance and for all season.
I'm going to hit the comments, guys. We go live for about 30 minutes. That means we're about a third of the way through the show. I can't believe that already, man. But we'll dive in more. But the comments just keep on coming in. Dan's hitting the nail on the head. What is a Denver Broncos season without a Cortland Sutton toe drag? Swag, man. Maybe didn't even get it down. I'm not even sure. I know that they're all supposed to be reviewed. They certainly couldn't get it overturned, but absolutely just amazing what Cortland Sutton can go out there, do, contort his body, and give Bo Nix his first touchdown. Made sure he got that game ball as he celebrated there in the end zone. So Dan's also saying the entire year so far, can we all say that the Denver Broncos run defense has definitely improved by 100%? Ain't that the truth, man? This was a game. Me and you, Trevor, we talked about it. That we really thought this Jets run game was going to be a big key piece. They weren't able to get it off the ground, and maybe, like I said, maybe weather helped, but at the same time, hey, we're all lining up there. We all knew that what we need to do. They couldn't get it done that way, and then down the stretch again, Aaron Rodgers not being able to get it done. D-Rock saying, coming in on YouTube saying, the D is back in Denver. No Diddy. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it. 2-2. Yeah. Wow. What a game. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see here. This was some of the bad news that came out of the game. He says it sucks what happened to Beatty. Took that big shot in the back. Didn't return to the game. Taken off on a board, but stayed in the stadium. Didn't go off to any medical facility. All extremities moving, but just when we wanted to change it up, I think that might be a good way to segue right here, man. Everyone was all excited about Tyler Beatty, maybe him getting some more touches. He did have some pretty nice touches in there, but I'll go to you, Kenny. Javonte Williams finally started breaking some off today. Came in the second half, really, when he started nailing down like 10, 11-yard, 16-yard runs, I think even. What a way to come back and maybe show, because I said this is going to be a big prove it game. What did you think about Javonte Williams?
Turnaround. Once Beatty went down, there's definitely motivation for these guys to play harder when they kind of feel like their job is being lost. And they were losing reps to McLaughlin, and Williams were both losing reps to Beatty. Beatty was in there. And Ian Eagle, can you get the names right? I mean, Bidet all game he's calling.
Oh no, it is Bidet. I am the one who mixed up. It is. It is.
Then Ian Eagle, I apologize to you because you're the only one that's been calling him Bidet. Everybody's called him Beatty, so I apologize to Ian Eagle on that. But Javonte Williams turned it around. Motivation's there. Football's a game of momentum, and he's got the momentum now back, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does next week against the Raiders, because I think it's going to continue now. I think once you get that one, you get your confidence back. All you need is one play, and that confidence is back, and I think the confidence might be back for Javonte now. I really do.
I like that, buddy. I'll turn it over to Trevor, man. We've been really harsh on this run game. Hasn't seen much of anything. Do you feel like Javonte's back after this game? Do you think you can start to rely on him a little bit more than we have in the past, with a lot of people maybe calling for him to be replaced in this lineup?
I'm not ready to completely, get rid of the idea of Tyler Beatty still having a big impact on this offense. We'll see how that injury kind of transpires. But I think Javonte was better today. I wouldn't say he's completely back. I think he was still running into the back of his offensive lineman a couple times. Jaleel McLaughlin, I thought, looked pretty good as well. I think that was a pretty good pairing today. And I say that because Jaleel McLaughlin, 9 carries for 46 yards, average 5.1 yards a carry today. So I think that both those two had to step up. They knew they had to step up. Tyler Beatty was out for the game and got hit in the back, and so these guys had no choice. You had to have some sort of running game. I like seeing it. I think it's improving a little bit more as time goes on. I think that it's nice to see that. Javonte Williams, I think that there's something there. I don't know that I'm willing to just fully give him the reps back. I still want him to earn it. I want somebody in this running back room just to take it by the storm. Like, this is my job. It's nobody else's job. It's mine. I'm tired of the constant running back rotation. Just feels like it's time for somebody to finally take this job by the grab it, take it, and win. Yeah, exactly. And I just think Javonte Williams, hopefully he can be that guy. I'm not all the way down on Javonte Williams. I'm just saying what it is, and it's just he wasn't seeing, and he still at times was not seeing the holes that were there that presented itself. And when you have those holes, and the offensive line hasn't been perfect, You have to take advantage of that for your rookie quarterback's sake. And I think that Javonte did a better job today. We shall see how moving forward, if he continues to be that guy. I still think they'll continue with a running back rotation, including Tyler Badie when he returns and if he returns at some point in time. We don't know about the injury right now, but
yeah. Trevor, as I go around to the comments and I probably pass it over to Kenny, I want you to think about one thing you're happy about and get that smile, figure out that smile. Man, you're just bad news. Doom and gloom. The running back room isn't all that great. You
ever see
this isn't good, that isn't good. My goodness, man. 2-2, 10-9 win on the road. Aaron Rodgers, one of the most toughest defenses out there in the league right now. I mean, take away a win, but you need to think about it. You don't get to answer yet.
Wait a minute. There is nothing there that I said that was negative. 64 rushing yards from the Jets off running back room. That is fantastic from this defense. The offense, there's some things to smile about, but one drive and we're going to be like celebrating like it's our birthday. I mean, there's still concerns about this, this offense. I mean, they almost lost the game. Think the Lord of the Jets offense is just as bad. I mean, it's just one of those things where the defense won this game. And let's be honest about it. I'm not going to sit here and think, Sean Payton's the most smartest man on earth. I think this offense still has some growing pains, and I think there's some light. There is some light. There is some light with this offense. I think there's potential. We seen it last week in Tampa Bay. It's just it didn't transpire for whatever reason today, and that's fine. It's growing pains, guys. This is what it's going to be with Bo Nix. We shouldn't be surprised by this. Growing pains is exactly what we expected, and that's what we're going through right now. It's not consistent yet, but I think it can get there, and I'm positive about it for sure. I'm positive. I like Bo Nix, but right now it's struggling. But so is the Jets offense as well. But so it was a great win. A win's a win. You take it and you don't apologize for it.
Yeah, there you go. Because Patrick is coming in here with my coffee, my Lion coffee, man. I'm telling you what. Vanilla macadamia nut. If you haven't tried it, you're missing out. Anyway, aloha. We did steal a win. Special teams miscues for the win and all those coffee cups, man. Patrick, you're right, man. Steal the win. We might be going through those learning curves, the whole 9 yards that Trevor's talking about, man. But if you can do it, you can get a win. You can be playing 500 ball. I'm absolutely happy. Jody Moncrief talking about Justin Sternad and how he came in there and played absolutely amazing. Agreed. And he's also saying that Estime will be back. Don't know if that's necessarily our answer, another guy in the rotation, but I'd love to see somebody step up. I agree. Dan saying, victory week. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you what, man, there's nothing better than when you can put your jersey on for the week and wear it around with a little bit of pride and still say, well, we got that W. I don't care what you say. We still got that W, man. Pearl's coming in and saying hello, and that gives me a perfect opportunity. I'll take 2 seconds and talk about Morgan Trinkets. Morgan Trinkets is your headquarters for Southwest Jewelry, Southwest Pottery, estate gold at wholesale prices. Head on over to Facebook. You can transact over there via PayPal, get anything shipped for free over $50, or be able to check out where they're doing another amazing show. Morgan Trinkets, check them out today. So Dan's asking, I'll go this over to Kenny. Did you all see Bo Nix flexing after the game, after the last kneel down? Was that epic or what? What did you think about Bo Nix maybe taking a little bit of a celebratory flex, a little bit of a celebration as a rookie, and maybe a not so pretty of a win? Kenny, your thoughts?
I'm okay with it. It shows the kid showing emotion, and he's starting to feel more comfortable, even in a bad game. He looked better in the second half. It was very shaky in the first half. Weather was bad. He doesn't get any excuses, Bo Nix, for me anymore. If Sean Payton's calling him a veteran, his teammates are calling him a veteran, he's going to be treated like a veteran.
Oh,
little shaky first half, looked better in the second half. Came away with a win, 2 road victories. Last week he looked great. This week he looked shaky. A little concerned with the Denver weather in December. If he's going to be able to handle that, we're going to see, just like my concerns with Caleb Williams and another rookie quarterback up there. But we're going to see. You got the win, so you give him the pass. But I need to see more, like Trevor said. And Trevor, you remind me of an old Saturday night skit, Debbie Downer. For those who've never seen Debbie Downer, the Disneyland one. That's Trevor. Go watch that, everybody, on YouTube. Debbie Downer, Disneyland.
Debbie Downer, the one that Debbie Downer, the one that takes the Broncos to win this game in the first place.
Oh, but we got a smile. Hey.
I knew it was. I even got Kurt Valenti to smile after he was angry with Sean Payton today. So I got him to smile after the game. So I knew I'd get Trevor to smile. But yeah, no, I'm happy that he's showing emotion. You know, he didn't have his greatest game, and he's, you know, not sitting there like Debbie Downer, like I just called Trevor. He's, you know, showing that, you know, yeah, you know what, I'm happy. You know, let's get this done and head home next week. And no letdowns next week. Now you better have a good game next week, Bo. Because now the 4 weeks is up. I'm going to criticize you when you're bad, and I'm going to praise you when you're good. So 4 weeks is up now. Raiders next week. Shouldn't be any problem at home to have a good game. Let's see it.
Ooh, Raiders at home. There's just something about that sends a little bit of chill through my veins as it is, though. Always tough to go up against those AFC West opponents. Doesn't matter. It seems like what their record are or how they're playing. You know, the psyche all comes in. We'll see if Bo Nix is flexing again. Trevor, your thoughts just really quick. You know, if he was flexing out there after he took that last kneel down, I was setting up a studio, so I might have missed that one. But that be the case, what do you think about that? Is that a good that this rookie is starting to gain confidence and he's starting to, you know, take this team and kind of put him on in his back, even in a bad situation like this? Or is it maybe just a little bit too soon?
I don't mind them celebrating at all. I mean, it's a huge win. I mean, again, it's one of those things where, like, I'm not down at all. But I mean, it's a win. You take whatever win you could possibly get in this league. It's exactly what it is. That's what I've been trying to say, regardless of what, you know, how much, I mean, points you score. But again, there still can be concerns, and after a win, I mean, it's just one of those things where you expect better from these guys. I don't want to be one of those people that, you know, are, well, this is fine, you know, that's okay. No, we want more than okay. Okay has not gotten us anywhere for 7 years now. I mean, I want better than okay. You know, I expect better from these guys. And so with Bo, you know, listen, it wasn't the best game today. I think he stepped up when he needed to, but I wasn't his, you know, the best game today from him, you know, and the play calling to me wasn't overly, you know, great either, you know, this week, but they managed to do enough to get this win on the road. And, you know, this is why I say, though, also quick thing on the Jets. The Jets, can we stop with the, like, this team's going to go and make a Super Bowl run? Let them figure out this offense first. I mean, they just played the Tennessee Titans and then New England Patriots. I mean, let's give them time before we start saying they're in that Super Bowl contention. You know, but no, great game from the Denver Broncos standpoint. I love seeing the motivation, the confidence that Bo Nix has, and hopefully that continues because this team needs him. This offense, it begins and it starts with Bo Nix. He's got to be efficient. He's got to be accurate and not turn over the football. I think he did enough today to earn this win and help this team earn the win, even though it wasn't his best day.
Yeah. And he gets to celebrate. He gets to go out there and he gets to take home this win. And he, you know, more importantly, maybe an East Coast stretch, a couple of tough road wins. I mean, I was thinking about this. I mean, Broncos are doing it the tough way. The Seahawks and the Steelers should have been the easier teams to go up against. No, they go up against Tampa Bay. And the last time I saw, Baker Mayfield was lighting it up again down, you know, in the Tampa area. And then the New York Jets, one of the toughest defenses, and Aaron Rodgers and the whole nine. Nick's TD was huge in getting a win, says Jody Moncrief. Graham saying play calling was not fun to watch. We are horrible on screens, but also Nick needs to be more consistent on the deep ball. Yeah, we'll be breaking down some film come Tuesday, and I'm sure we'll get into it a little bit more. I'm just happy here celebrating the win. Ernie Mason saying next week at home with the lost Vegas Raiders. I like that. A boring team. Go Broncos country only. Graham's apologizing to Trevor. I'm not ready to do that yet.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen, Graham. From Keith, anyways, it's never going to happen.
Dan says, I agree with you, Trevor, 100%. The standards are definitely high in Denver when it comes to QB play. Jody's is giving a little bit of a pass, saying weather was a huge factor in this game. Maybe I'll round it out with this. Kenny, you're Sean Payton. You just headed to the locker room. You got that win against the New York Jets. You're handing out game balls. Do you give one to Zach Wilson?
No, I'm not doing that. No.
No,
But even though Bo Nix had talked to
no
Zach,
petty game ball.
no petty game ball here. Nope. One game ball in this game, and it's Vance Joseph. Nobody else. Maybe
good.
Patrick Surtain for locking down Garrett Wilson the whole game.
Very good.
Because Garrett Wilson was a non-factor. But
Yeah.
Vance Joseph, I think that was his best performance as a play caller on defense that I've ever seen him since he's been Denver defensive coordinator. I think that's been his best game called. And all stories usually all fairy tales usually have a happy ending. Well, can we finally get rid of this Nathaniel Hackett talk with a happy ending with the win?
Yes.
But there's no Debbie Downer or anything today. Sean needs to step up because he is still making some Nathaniel Hackett type mistakes. That's what I'll say. And I don't. Real quick, I'll tell you my one that I had a problem with, and then back to all smiles because she got the win. I know that stadium, the weather, bad, rain. It is extremely hard to kick a 50-yard field goal. Maybe punt the ball there and give them the long field instead of a short field with a minute left. You got away with one, Sean. You got away with one. So Cats have 9 lives. Maybe Sean's got 12, or 13. I'm not sure, but he sold one of those lives today by the Jets missing that 50-yard field goal, and that's the home kicker. You could see how hard it is to kick a field goal that distance in that weather.
Absolutely, man. I'll ask the same question and maybe just pose it up. A, are you giving Zach Wilson a little petty game ball in this game? And B, who are you giving the game balls to? At least one.
I can't believe we brought Zach Wilson's name up before another former Jet that actually started. How about John Franklin Myers?
Oh, yeah.
We've got to give a game ball to him. Him and Aaron Rodgers. You know what? One of those things I really liked about it in this game, him and Aaron Rodgers jabbing back and forth, kind of John and talking smack back and forth, and the respect that they have for each other, of course. But just former teammates, talking ball and just being competitive. I've loved seeing that. And John Franklin Myers, man, he really deserves it. Talk about a team that just kind of gave up on him for Hassan Reddick, and then Hassan Reddick's not even in the building. John Franklin Myers, wow. He just definitely deserves a game ball along with VJ. Love seeing it. I like seeing Zach Wilson happy as well, of course, but it's hard to kind of give him a game ball over John Franklin Myers. To me, in my opinion, VJ and John Franklin Myers those are the two that give a game ball to.
There you go. Dan's coming in and saying JFM game ball sack master. Paul's coming in celebrating as well, saying woohoo. He's saying keep the Broncos out your mouth, Rodgers.
I got one more game ball.
Yeah, go ahead, give it out, buddy, before we get out.
I got to give it to Cortland Sutton. I got to give a game ball to him. When he scored that touchdown, it was the difference of the not only the Broncos winning, but captain of the team recognizes that's Bo Nix's first touchdown, and he calls him over and hands him the ball and pats him on the back, and a true captain moment there. And the difference why you won the game on the offensive side of the ball was Cortland Sutton with that toe drag. So I'm giving him a game ball on the offensive side.
Yeah, I like it too, man. Like you said, just leadership. He's a captain. He's out there. He showed leadership. I know it's not tough as we're going through this process with a rookie quarterback. It may not always come easy. It may not always look pretty. So especially when you're that veteran wide receiver, stay confident, be available for your quarterback. Like you said, haul in that touchdown and then give it up to your quarterback as he got his first passing touchdown in the league. So congratulations to Bo Nix, man. But Broncos country, I'm telling you, man, go get your jerseys, go get your sweatshirts, whatever weather it happens to be. Go get your Broncos shorts. I don't care, man. Wear it around with pride this week, man. 10-9 win. We're back to 500 ball. We got the very beatable Raiders coming up. We could be looking at a plus 500 team right around the corner, man. Time to be excited because, man, I thought we were heading towards 0-4 after those first 2 games, guys, gals. So I'm right there, man. I'm telling you what, I don't think I was excited about a game as I was about this one. And maybe it's because it's one of those edge of your seat, nail biter type of games. Every single play seems like it matters. But man, I'm excited. I can't wait to go throughout the week and have a fantastic one. Trevor, I'll go over to you as we start to wrap things up. I'll give Kenny an opportunity as now and get us out of here.
Yeah, no, I just want to point something out. Past 2 weeks in a row, past 2 games in a row, Cortland Sutton has led this team in receptions and yards. I mean, again, Cortland Sutton, him and Bo Nix are starting to figure out that connection. That is huge for this Denver Broncos offense as far as progressing and moving forward and getting better. Just love seeing that connection between those two. Just such a class act from Cortland Sutton, giving Bo Nix that game ball and the hug. Bo Nix, I think he absolutely deserves a game ball as well. Of his first touchdown, I think he's got to get that. It's a moment he will forever cherish, and he'll always think about even after his career is over. It's one of those life achievements and those career achievements that you always dream about as a kid. So love seeing that from Bo. But no, I mean, I just congrats on the win. I mean, honestly, it's one of those things where it wasn't pretty, wasn't perfect, but you end up still getting the job done against a first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback and an offense that's got a lot of weapons. An offense I think is just a little slow with the Jets kind of getting going a little bit. I do think they'll figure it out eventually, but I think the Broncos just caught them at the right time. And you know what, Keith, here's the thing, and Kenny too. From last year to this year, you know what's the difference? This team is finishing games a little bit better. Last year, look how many times that the Broncos fell short and end up losing games early on in the season. Now, I mean, you're starting to kind of see, I don't want to get too ahead of myself right now, but they're starting to kind of finish games a little bit better, and I love seeing that. Just again, credit to this team, this coaching staff. More work to do, but definitely there's a time to be excited. And going up against the Raiders, can we just beat the Raiders already? Come on, Broncos, beat the Raiders. It's time. It's been time. Knock them while they're down. I mean, again, Broncos country, be excited. This is a fun time as always, and eventually the offense I think we'll figure out. The defense is a top 10 defense right now, in my opinion, just on many different categories. Just so great. And just again, what a game. And I love to see it. And more to come, hopefully.
Yeah, Dan, agreeing with you, saying yes, Cortland Sutton game ball. This team is gelling. Oh yeah, enjoy this victory. Denver Broncos country. I also like Paul's coming in here and saying Bo's a great kid. A little bit of Tebow, a little bit of Elway, a little bit of Peyton, and a whole lot of Bo. yeah, because we're all our own person, right? Jody saying make sure we give VJ his due, boys. Absolutely. I like the halftime adjustments, says Pearl, as we're starting to wrap up some comments, and top 5 for that defense, says Graham. Kenny, final thoughts before we get out of here after we got a Broncos surprise nail biter W up in East Rutherford, your backyard.
All positive today. 30-minute show, all positive thoughts. Tuesday's show is an hour show. You want to bring some of the things you didn't like into it. That's what Tuesday's show is for, and looking forward to that. And I'm around if you guys want me to hang out. I'm around, so just reach out. We'll reach out. We'll be in touch. I'm around Tuesday because there was some things, but let's all put the smiles on our face. No Debbie Downers. I got a shout out to Miss Pearl. I got Trevor to smile. I got to get Miss Pearl to get on the VJ train. I heard Jody say get on the Peyton train, Kenny. No, I'm on the Vance Joseph train. I'll take a different one. Peyton's bed, it might be a bed of nails right now. VJ's the bed I want to get in right now.
I like it. Wow. I like it. Slipping into VJ's bed. Well, we'll talk about that on another episode.
Congratulations, everybody. Enjoy it. You're 2-2. 2 big games on the road against 2 playoff teams. Head home. Take care of the Raiders. Go 3-2 with a winning record, guys. See you all next time.
All right. Late to the show, but I want to get the comment up there. New name. Nick's coming in here and saying, congrats, fellas. You all earned it. Big win for you all. Makes me think that you're a Jets fan. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, man. Jets went in there. They played their hearts out, man. They had every opportunity to win this game. This game could have went either way. I don't know if we earned it as much as we were able to come away with it. Let's put it that way, Nick. And hats off to your team. Maybe they get things gelling as well, and start getting things moving, because they got a lot of nice pieces over there. Now we need to beat the Raiders. Absolutely. But now pray we beat the Raiders, says Pearl. That being said, go ahead, buddy.
Nope, just said no letdowns. There's no reason for a letdown next week.
None. Keith, also we should shout out if Nick, it sounds like you're a Jets fan. again, ton of respect for that organization, that team. Your guys will be back into it. I just think your offense needs a little bit more time to gel together because Rodgers was out all of last year. But that's a team that it's still very dangerous. I know I just said that their offense was bad, equally as bad as Denver's today. But I do think that there's a bright side to come for that team. And again, a lot of respect for the Jets and what they got going on, and for your fans, for Jets fans as well. Any of the Jets fans, any away fans, we always welcome into the podcast as well and have a respectful, great conversation. So shout out to the Jets fans as well. We respect you guys, and good luck the rest of the season.
Yeah. Don't have to. Hopefully, we shouldn't be matching up with you again. Maybe we all do. If we do, then we'll have to worry about that then at that point, Nick, when we're all meeting up in the playoffs. But if that's the case, come back to the show, be part of it. Like you said, we love to have everybody be part of the show. Boy, do I dare say I have a friend that's a Raiders fan. I should maybe see what he's up to. But that being said, appreciate everyone joining us. This is the Denver Bronco Roundup podcast. We go live every Tuesday, every Friday, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And then, of course, post-game right after. We try to do a good 30 minutes here and wrap it up with you guys, hopefully celebrating a win, but get everyone's reaction, ours, yours. The reason we want yours, well, because you're part of the posse, man. We don't ride without you. We go every single time out on the trail Tuesday, Friday, and right after the game. We bring the posse along with us. You guys have great questions. You have great comments. We love just being a part of it and bringing you along for the ride. And Michael Ronquillo, special shout out to you, dropping stars early in the podcast. Thank you so very much. Again, brought to you by Rocky Mountain Sports Network, sponsored by Morgan Trinkets, and can't wait to go ahead and watch some tape, see what we had, get ready for the next game. We'll see you all Tuesday, 7:30 Mountain Daylight Time. Again, we'll end it like we always do. Make sure you keep those feet in the stirrups. Make sure you keep your guns, well, they stay in your holsters, and make sure you keep the Denver Broncos in your heart, everyone. Until next time, we're out of here. Mile high salute. Have a great weekend.